position just working on an independent contractor basis with this criminal law firm. And it was in Garland. And midway through, maybe about a month and a half of me working there, the owner pulled me in his office and he wanted to talk to me. And so he basically propositioned me to work for him full time as a salaried employee, okay? Now obviously we like our coins, I'm new to Texas, I'm interested in what he has to say. And it was so belittling in the meeting because he offered me how much? Anybody, shout out the number. How much did he offer me to work for him? $150,000. That's what he was supposed to offer me. He offered me $35,000 to work for him. I cannot make this up. I can't. Okay. This was February 2019. Right? Y'all probably like, I make that right now. This is the day. Like, yeah. All right. And so when he said that number in a meeting, again, initially I felt a little intimidated because I'm a brand new attorney, I'm in a new state, and I got this senior attorney who's off his own firm, white man, and he's sitting across the room from me, basically talking to me like this is the amount I deserve. But in that moment, I chose to be confident. So I leaned back in my chair a little bit, kind of sexy but sassy and professional. I crossed my legs, I looked him in the eye and I let him know, sir, you probably didn't read my resume, but this is who I am. I graduated this, I clerked for this, and this. And so, unfortunately, I have to reject that offer. And this is the minimum amount that I would be willing to accept, right? And so it wasn't so much about whether or not I was gonna hurt his feelings, whether or not, you know, I was gonna get a bad reputation because I rejected him. It was more so just being confident in who I was, my skills, what I brought to the table, and what I was worth. So I rejected him professionally. And I remember when I left the office that day, he texted me and said, you know what, Ms. Patrick, I really respect you. And I said, okay, cool. Right? You don't have a choice to do anything else. And this is February 2019. January 4th, 2019, I formed my LLC for my law firm. But in that moment, I wasn't ready to go full force with my law firm just because when you start a business, you're a little bit nervous when you have consistent income coming in from somewhere else. You're second guessing yourself. You're kind of like, well, if I go full force with my business, am I gonna make enough to pay all of my bills, right? What if the business fails? What if I don't get clients? Whatever. So those were the thoughts going through my head. So even though the law firm had been formed a month prior to this conversation with the partner, I still had self-doubt. So when I left the meeting with him that day, I prayed to God again. Y'all probably like, man, who is this woman? Every time she prays, something good happens. So I prayed to God again and I said, look, give me a sign when I should go full force with my law firm. Because I was nervous. I'm like, I got one toe in, one toe out. By the end of that week, that same week that I had a meeting with this partner, I got notification that if I was not going to accept his terms and work full-time as a salary attorney for $35,000, then I could not continue as an independent contractor making any money at all with his firm. That was like the happiest moment ever. I was so happy, and they didn't understand why I was happy because to me, I interpreted that as a sign. I just prayed for a sign, and now they tell me I can't work for them. And so I said, great, thank you. Well, let's just say the next month in my firm, I made more than $30,000. Confidence, right? So, thank you. Thank you. So as I stand here today, honored to be a part of the brothers and sisters, and you guys reminded me of my college days. Just to remember as you go into life and navigate, even with your professors, be confident. When your professors are trying to challenge you in some of those classes and make you feel like you're stupid, be confident. When you're going in and negotiating your salary, be confident, right? Every aspect of your life, be confident. You don't have to be cocky, but be confident. And when you're faced with that situation where you're feeling a little bit intimidated and you're sitting across the table from someone that you feel like is smarter than you, knows more than you, just remember what I did. Lean back in your chair, cross that leg, get sexy but sassy and sophisticated, and be confident.